We just got a package from Tayyib, New Jersey. And Tayyib sent us a broken USB drive that he wants data recovered from. And he also sent us an extra USB drive so we can transfer his files to. Right now we do not know if the circuit board pads are broken or if they're still there. What we have to do is we're gonna solder this connector back on the board here, if possible, and then we're gonna recover the customer's data. Let's take a look at the drive to see what's going on. From the first look, we do see missing pads. I see about 3 missing pads. One here. One here and one here. The rest of the pads are good. And if we look at the connector, the USB connector, and yes, I do see that we have 3 missing pads. You can tell that those pads are ripped off the board. Let's start by cleaning the board. I think we have to secure the board on the board holder so it doesn't wobble and move while we are working on it. So let's see how this connector is gonna go in place. We're gonna secure it with the 2 holes on the sides here. But before we do so, we have to clean the solder off the sides here. Okay, so this is going to be hard to solder. This one, as you can see, there's a gap in between the pad and the pin, so we can't properly solder this to this, or it's going to be difficult to run wire from here to here. This one is touching, this one is not. Right now we need to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wires. And we'll also put one on ground, which is on the side here. So let's start by adding flux onto the pins. Hey man, how are you?
I just want to see, my phone charger on this thing is not charging.
Which one's this?
iPhone 7 Plus.
You can pick up in about an hour. Hi, how are you? Picking up? Yeah. Okay. All right. والله هيك شايف. Okay, so we did the 5 pins on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we still have to do the ones on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's flip the connector. It's gonna be difficult dealing with a very tight area if we put the connector on the board and we try to run wires. I've done this before on YouTube, and that's how this customer found us. طيب ماشي خل. اوكي خل ماشي. لا خل على معك. And we still have one more wire, and then we have to solder all those wires onto the board. And after we do that, We're gonna start praying really hard that this drive gets recognized by the computer. Okay, so we should have 9 wires in total. Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And the last wire that we have to solder, I'll do it later, is ground. The way I want to do it is I want to spread the wires apart so we know which is wire 1, wire 2, wire 3. Okay, so I left a few wires out because we need to create pads for the missing pads here. We're not going to be able to solder this thick wire onto a weak pad here, so we're going to have to run a thinner wire. For now, let me just clean up to show you what was done. Okay, let's make sure that the right wires are connecting with the right pads. So let's look here. Pin number 1, follow the wire. It's connected to pad number 1. Pin number 2, follow the wire. Connecting to 2. 3. It's connecting to 3. Now the 4th one we did not do because we have a missing pad and we have to recreate that pad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna scratch the pad from here because this pad is connecting all the way over here. So we're gonna have to run a wire possibly from this pin on to pin number 4 of the connector. We'll do that later. We're not gonna be able to use the thick wire to solder on here because the thick wire is too heavy. It may break the pad off if we solder it to a scraped or scratched pad. Pin number 5 is connecting to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pin number 6, follow the wire. Pin number 6 is not connecting to anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because pin number 6 should go here. Pin number 7. That's 7. Pin number 8 should not be connecting because we have a missing pad. So it's loose right there. And pin number 9 should be connecting with the last pad. Right here. Great. So we still have to solder 3 more wires, but we're not going to be able to use those wires because they are thick. We're going to solder wire number 4 from the bottom to this pad that we just scratched because that's where this pad goes to. It runs all the way down to here, to this pin. Now all we have to do is we have to test to see if that trace is reaching its destination. Meter in continuity mode. Very good. Okay, now for this pad.
My name is George. Gary talked to you in the morning. I just trying to make it over there.
Oh, okay, George. Yeah, I'll be here until 6.
Until 6. Okay. I'll be
You
there
gonna make
like
it?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be there maximum 20 minutes like.
So let's remove wire number 4. And we have to solder this wire right on this pad here, or we can actually solder this wire on this pin here, this one, pin number 3.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt. Calling to see if you guys would be able to do some soldering on a pair of headphones.
Yes, of course we can.
Wonderful. Okay. What are your hours tomorrow? Thank you so much.
Okay, buddy. Of course. Take care.
Bye-bye.
So let me test to make sure that those two are not shorting out. And they're not. And what about those two? And they are not. Okay, something is broken. Something broke. No, nothing. Okay, well, what's this loose wire here? What's this loose wire here? Oh, it got loose from here. Okay, so we're gonna have to put a thinner wire because this is a thick wire. So I'm gonna remove this wire. It's too thick for the pad. I want to test if this is touching this, and it's not. If this is touching this, no. This is touching this, no. This and this. And everything checks. The only thing I did not solder is ground. Let me flip the board over. And we have a ground pad right over here, so we have to solder a wire to the ground pad. Okay, so everything is good. Will it work? Let's see. I have a MacBook here that I'm still working on. It does turn on. It's a 2011 MacBook Pro with a GPU problem. It's already fixed, as you see. Look at that. I see a flashing light. And it got recognized right here. The drive is flashing. And if you look, it got recognized on top here. And if we double click on the drive, right here, that's the customer files right here. That's it. Just give me a moment. Hey, buddy. You're all good? All good. 20, 31.
Cool.
Thank you very much, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye. So the drive is working. Everything is good. One more time. Double click. All the files are here. We're going to start backing up the customer files as soon as possible. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll do something else in the next video.